Hi Capricorn, welcome to November. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And I'm going to get started on your reading for this month. So this month we have a Mercury. First of all, Mercury's going retrograde. And we have a full moon in Taurus, which is favorable to your sign. And a new moon in Sagittarius at the end of the month. The full moon in Taurus is going to be on November 12th. And the new moon will be on the 26th of November. And then Neptune will go direct on the 27th. So we have a lot going on this month with the planets. Let's see what's happening for Capricorn in terms of love and relationships for the month of November. What does Capricorn need to know about love and relationships for the month of November? I don't know why I felt the need to do the poker shuffle, but usually I shuffle like this. But anyway, let's see what's coming up for Capricorn. What is coming up for November 2019 for Capricorn in terms of love and relationships? What do the cards have to say? What does Capricorn need to know? The Four of Wands. That's wonderful. The Three of Wands. The Three of Cups. The Tower. The Ace of Cups. The Two of Swords. The Two of Wands. The Ten of Pentacles. The Magician. And the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. I figured there had to be something with work and money, but anyway. Okay, so we start out with the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a great card. In terms of love, it means stability, romance. It could even be marriage or commitment. It's stability, but for the most part, it's stability. So November is going to be a month where you solidify, where things start coming together. You have like this progression happening here. You have the Two of Wands, which is in your negative thinking sector, your cycle. You've planted a lot of seeds, and you've been working really hard with the Two of Wands. But a part of you is doubting that anything will come to fruition. Like, I'm doing all this work. Am I going to see anything for it? What's going to come out of it? Or I have plans for the future. I have dreams. Am I ever going to realize anything that, any of these goals? So here's the two, where the person is waiting to see the results. And here you have the Three of Wands, which means it's a card of results coming in. And then the Four, which is victory. Victory and success and stability. So I think you're not only going to have victory in terms of relationships, but I think it's also going to be in terms of career, or whatever project you're working on is going to show results. So you have the Three of Cups in the past. This is a card of having support. There's a lot of people around you that want to see you succeed. You have the support of your friends. But sometimes in a relationship reading, it could mean a third-party situation that maybe you're trying to decide between two people, or you have different options, and maybe you haven't been sure where to focus your energy or what to choose. The Tower is in the recent past, so I feel that you have come through a shocking time. Like you had some kind of event that happened in your life that left it transformed your life in some way. And it left you with a deep impression, or almost like a scar or post-traumatic stress, where you've come through this difficult time, where the Tower is about breaking down and rebuilding. The Tower is about waking up, seeing the truth in something. So it could have been, a past relationship. Maybe there was some kind of betrayal, and it was a shock to you. and everything changed, and you had to rebuild your life from ground zero, or rebuild something. If not a love relationship, then maybe a career situation. Whatever it is, there was some kind of event that happened that, because the Tower represents major change. And sometimes it could be, for some of you, it could be a change in a relationship, okay? You find out, your partner's cheating. Or you find out, whatever, you break up suddenly. Or it could mean that you yourself are changing. You've decided to really make changes in your life and to be different and to reinvent yourself in a healthier way. But that's in the recent past, so you're not dealing with that in November. You've already dealt with that. Whatever situation happened, it's in the past. But coming out of this, look at the seed of that transformation is the Ace of Cups. So, although something might have been destroyed, something that was traumatic, sudden, shocking, whatever, now, after the dust settles, you have this new beginning, the Ace of Cups. So you can move on and have a new start in a love relationship with the Ace of Cups. It could be bringing a new love into your life, or a new way of loving in a current relationship. For some, it could be a brand new love. For some, it could be, okay, we had this shocking experience. Now we're going to, work on our relationship. We're going to have a new, way of relating to each other. We're going to start over. And you have the potential for success because you have the Four of Wands here. And you also have the Ten of Pentacles, which is in your environment. So not only does the Ten of Pentacles mean wealth and security, it really is about creating a happy home where you feel safe, where you feel supported, where your financial needs are met. So whatever you're working, I feel like it's connected also to career. Your career is going to be moving in a positive direction, bringing in more money, more security, but also love. There's going to be love coming into your life that's going to also add to your abundance. It's not going to be just about work. Now you have the Two of Swords here in the near future. So in November, you're like on the fence about something. This is about trying to make a decision, trying to choose between two paths, but it's like you don't want to decide, or you're like not taking action. Sometimes this card comes up when one person's waiting for somebody else to make a move or something like that. So you might be sitting on the fence waiting for someone that, like if you're dating someone or if you're interested in someone, you're waiting to see if they're going to take action. There's like a stalemate. So if you had an argument with someone, you're not calling them, they're not calling you, you're waiting. Each person is waiting for the other person to take action. And it's almost like you're afraid to take action because you're not sure, am I choosing the right person? Is this new beginning going to be right for me? Because of everything I've gone through in the past, I don't want to make any mistakes the second time around. So you might be evaluating this new opportunity for love. And maybe you're a little afraid of it, like, I don't know, should I try this new love? You're thinking of the Tower. Like, I remember the last time I tried love and all that, I had this disaster and betrayal, and I don't know, you could be, afraid to trust again. But I think somebody's going to have to break the ice. So if you're interested in someone and they're not making the move, then you need to take action. You can't just sit around and wait forever. And actually, you have positive energy supporting any new beginnings. I feel, though, that the stalemate might break around the full moon. Because look at the moon on top of her head. Around the full moon, which would be in the middle of the month. And look at what she's doing here. I don't know if you could see this card. She's standing on the ground. She's getting energy from the earth. There's like this electrical energy kind of thing happening. So she's, even though she can't see where she's going, she's blindfolded, she's trusting. It's like she's connecting with her inner self. And she's drawing energy from the earth and support from the earth energy. And look at this horizon. It's like there's a new dawn. The night is ending and the dawn is beginning. She's kind of in this transition between night and day. But all she has to do is make a decision, is to make a choice, take action. She might be stuck in her head. If not you, it might be someone else who's trying to decide. Because the swords could relate to an air sign. The swords are mental energy. So with these two swords, she's bound, she's analysis paralysis. She's like, I don't know, what if I do this? That'll happen. If I do that, that'll happen. So she's paralyzed. She can't move. The way out is through taking time out to meditate and trusting, connecting with the earth, grounding, and let that answer come up from the subconscious, and that will give you the right answer. So take time out to meditate. But you have this potential for a strong connection with someone, a new relationship, or a new cycle in a current relationship that can bring you a lot of happiness and security and wealth, where you feel safe and you don't have to worry about anything. You just feel like secure, safe and secure. This is the happy home card, the happy and secure home. And you have the Magician here in your wish fulfillment. The Magician, you could be dealing with, this is ruled by Mercury, you could be dealing with a Gemini. So I think it's either a Libra or Gemini energy that you might be dealing with. But even fire, you have a lot of wands, so it could be fire too. But the Magician is about manifestation through the power of thought. This is the magic. The magic is not, wave a wand and something happens. It's about setting intentions. It's about faith, believing in yourself and believing that you can achieve a goal, and having that confidence that sets things into motion. So if you don't take action, nothing is going to happen. But with the Magician, you have all the skills you need. You have everything you need for success. Anything that you want to achieve, you can achieve. You just have to believe. It sounds like Napoleon Hill. But it's the truth. Whatever your thought, science is finding out more and more that your thoughts are creating your reality. We're not disconnected from the external world. We are all one. And whatever you think, it creates an energetic field that it manifests. And especially at this time, it seems like things are happening quicker. The minute you think something, it starts to, manifest. So you just have to learn how to focus. If there's something that you want in terms of a relationship, you can achieve that goal. And you have the Nine of Pentacles here. This is another card of financial security. It's this woman, she's in her garden, she may have a beautiful home, she's financially independent, you might be even working for yourself in some capacity, or working as a contractor, or working in where you don't need a lot of supervision, but she's feeling lonely. So you might really feel like, I want to connect with someone, I'm ready for new love. This is in the past, this doubt, whatever happened in the past, whatever disaster, tower, event, it's in the past. And you have the potential to have a new beginning that can bring you a lot of happiness and bring you security. And this card, she's got this hawk. It's her spirit animal. The hawk represents a message. So you could hear from someone in November. There could be a message coming and an offer of love, maybe from someone that you haven't talked to in a while. Somebody might reach out to you, or you might decide to reach out to them, and it can turn the relationship around. it could lead to a new beginning and a new love that could lead to stability. Four of Wands. I mean, so if you reach out to someone in November, you're going to get a positive reaction. So don't worry. Don't be afraid. Don't be insecure. Feel your power. Feel confident that you can achieve whatever you want in terms of a love relationship. So let's see what the astrology has to say for Capricorn. So the full moon is happening in your 5th house, 5th and 11th house. So something is coming to completion around a creative project or children, friendships, and you have Pluto in the 1st house. The moon is trining Pluto. So whatever is happening, it could be a new romance that finally, you decide to take action and something completes. You finally get together with this person. Because then you have the because the 5th house is the house of creativity, fun, and the 11th house is the house of friendship, hopes, dreams, belonging to groups. So you might be joining new groups. You might have joined a new group, and everything is kind of coming together now. I feel like you're finishing up a project, some type of creative project, or you're completing some type of, you're in like the final stages of something. And then you have Pluto in the 1st house. It's transforming, like it's time for you to transform. It's time for you to be seen, to change your image, and to change how you're seen in the world. Pluto's been in your 1st house for a while, and it will be in your 1st house for a while. At least a good 12 years. So this is a slow process. You are in the process of transforming, changing from one person to step into your power, to be the person you were meant to be, to show your strengths, to share your gifts. Mercury is retrograding through your 11th house. So this could bring some friends from the past back into your life. You may hear from someone that you haven't seen in a while. It could be a message, like I said with this. The hawk. You're getting a message. It could be from a friend. And it's possible that this friendship could then become a romance, because you have this 5th house, 11th house energy going on. And I feel like this romance or this new beginning, even though it's a full moon, a culmination, it's going to transform your life in some way. Now, you have Mars in the 10th, also, in Libra. And it's going through your 10th house. So you're working really hard at work. You've been like swamped. You've been really putting a lot of energy in career. And it's going to pay off because it's sextiling Jupiter. Jupiter's in the 12th. You're finishing up a lot of I feel like you're going to be finishing up a lot of projects by the middle of November. And then you'll get a little bit of a break where you can maybe focus on your love life. But I think up until then, you're going to be swamped with work. But once all that is finished, once those creative projects are finished, whatever's been taking up a lot of your time is coming to completion. Then, in the middle of all that, you may decide to reconnect with some friends from the past. Then the new moon in Sag is happening in your 12th house. And it's in conjunct, Uranus is in the 5th house. So something unexpected could happen relating to 5th house matters, which could be children, a new romance, a new creative project. You have an opportunity with this new moon in the 12th to have a different... The 12th house is the house of, psychological issues. So maybe you could heal some of the things that have been holding you back. If you've had any blind spots or psychological blockages where you've been afraid to branch out past your comfort zone. Maybe you have problems with faith in yourself or belief. Your belief system needs to change. This is an opportunity to have a new beginning where you're clearing out the past and preparing for a new cycle. It's more of a preparation than an actual take action kind of energy. It's more of a, okay, I see things from a different perspective now. I can, bring to the surface things that have been hidden within myself that I haven't been aware of. And that, it could be also, this new beginning could also be like a karmic thing. Like a new karmic, so you're either finishing a karmic cycle and starting a new one. And it could involve romance or creativity in some way. Mars is in your 11th house. It's opposing Uranus in the 5th house. So there's going to be some kind of spontaneous action. Someone may just take action that may shock you. Because Mars opposite Uranus is, it's a volatile, it's like a sudden energy. Where somebody, it's explosive energy. So someone may, somewhere in your group of friends, there might be some activity that comes out. Someone may decide to suddenly contact you, and they might come on strong because Mars will be in Scorpio. And they may have an important message to tell you because Mercury is there. But Mercury is, Mercury is sextile Pluto and Saturn and trining Neptune in the 3rd. So I feel like you're going to have some kind of communication at this new moon. And it may shock you that, this person is going to come out and connect with you in some way that you could find it shocking, like you weren't expecting it. It could be out of the blue. But you'll have a chance to have a conversation that will clear up things from the past. I feel like you're going to have some kind of closure or some kind of release where you can now move forward in a new direction. You can release something that you've been holding on to, that maybe even unconsciously. There might be some psychological thing that you've been holding on to that's been holding you back from love. And I think you're going to have a chance to clear that up this month because you're going to have some type of unexpected communication. And it might be, with Mars and Uranus, it could be unexpected, but it could also be, you have to be careful how you're communicating, because Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, you might be talking about, you could be harsh. It could be harsh communication or deep communication, where you're like dredging things up from the past, like, and things that you don't want to really talk about. Difficult things, But if you can have the courage to talk about it and face it, you can release it. And so that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling for November for you guys. That you're going to be dealing with some past karmic issues so that you can release them. Like something may come back that you didn't have closure on, or something that was really painful and you're still carrying it in some way. And it's going to allow you the chance to have that closure, to have that conversation, to clear it out, to release it, to heal it. And then you have this potential for new love or a new beginning where you're, taking a lighter, you're feeling lighter, and you're feeling, it could bring more fun back into your life because you won't have that heavy baggage that you're carrying. And you won't have those fears blocking you from love and from success. And you could step into this scene, this wealth scene, this wealth card. This is the Ten of Pentacles. It's the wealth card. But it's also the card of, the happy home. And that's what Capricorn loves, having. You love family, and you love security, and you love knowing that you've got money in the bank, that you're safe. You can have all that, and you can have love too. Now this Ace of Cups is a time card as well. So even though things may be starting in November, it's kind of under development. It may not come to fruition fully until like the summer. So you may start out being friends with someone in November, and it slowly develops into a love relationship by next June or so. June, July. But it looks good. I mean, you're on a good path. And you have an opportunity this month to release any kind of trauma that you've been still holding on to. You have a chance to clear it up and release it. So just focus on these cards. Focus on this beautiful success, celebration, love, security, home, happy home. This can all be yours. And you're planting the seeds in November, and it's going to come to fruition over the next few months. So that's my forecast for November, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like a private reading, just click on the link in the description box and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Welcome if you're new. And thank you also for commenting. I love to read the feedback. And it really makes me feel good to know that these readings are helping people. And if you've ordered readings, thank you also for your support. I appreciate it a lot. And if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. And enjoy November, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.